Okay, Shalom. Another episode of Performing Arts. This is Brother Shemai Basar. Okay? Shemai means listen. Basar means tidings or good news. So listen to the good news, the gospel of peace. Okay, I just was thinking about how in this truth, it makes you strong, but it makes you have to deal with it brings you a lot of enemies. It really does. It brings you a lot of enemies because you start seeing people for what they are. You know what I'm saying? And in this truth, it says that the truth shall set you free. But by this truth setting you free, you no longer have to deal with people bullshit. You don't no longer have to have the smile on your face, and you smiling so much, you know what I'm saying, that your face is tightening up from smiling. But you're just trying to keep the peace, you know? Because you try to either protect other people's feelings of how you feel about a subject. But this peace, this gospel of peace, which is these scriptures, you don't no longer have to hold on to that smile while your jaws is hurting, being so tight because you putting on this fake ass smile. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do that no more. You can speak freely. But you gotta stand fast. And then also it might hurt other people's feelings. They might get offended. You know? And a lot of things that you see people do, they always worried about what other people think about them. And then to you coward ass niggas, man. You coward ass niggas, man. That you willing to believe your brothers and your sister, you know what I'm saying, as long as you being taken care of, as long as you being treated fair, it's okay with you. As long as you being showed love, okay, it's okay with you. As long as you getting the secret food under the table, it's okay with you. But if your other brothers and sisters is not that enlightened, or that how can I say it, not that enlightened, or not favorable to the crowds like you are, you really don't care about that long as you in. But you never thought about this, that could turn around and come back to you. See, a real leader is a man that stands firm, okay, for righteousness. You can say hallelujah all day. The church people do that. But you're still choosing to do wickedly, to partake on things, injustice. And you know that it's injustice, but you can't stand firm on it. You won't even talk about it. Give me 1 Corinthians 15:58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be you steadfast, unimmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. For as much as you know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. See, you brothers don't really believe in the Lord like you say you believe in the Lord. Because you won't stand in the straight gate where pressure is. You fold under pressure, and you don't want people to think about you a certain way. So you try to be the middleman. Don't you know you have to pick a side eventually? You can't lean on a fence. And a lot of you brothers try to lean on a fence. As long as you're safe and you're accepted. But you know what? The Lord sees that. And the Lord sees that you niggas ain't right. A lot of you people, a lot of you brothers and sisters that claim to follow the Bible, you are perpetrators. And the Lord is going to get you for that. You know? You know you do mysterious, wicked things. Okay? So then you have a man that stands up about it, you all got your lips poked out. But you know you was all feeling that same way, but you just couldn't say it. Give me Philippians. And I ain't even talking crazy, but this is why you see people do stupid stuff. They snap because all the bullshit around them and so much phoniness around them. And you men that's supposed to be men, you talk a good game. You talk about how you this and that. A man is not a man because you could pop some, you could stick your rod in a vagina. That ain't a man. A man not a man because he could sell drugs to his own people all day. That's not a man. A man is not a man that could sniff coke all day and get high and stick mollies in his ass and drink and drive. That's not a man. A man is not a man that's going in and out of jail. Okay? And society pleases with that. Pleases with that. They say, oh, he's cool because he went into jail. Brothers trying to stay out of the jail because spiritually they're in jail already. When we're in a society, you see all the brothers getting shot down, okay, being murdered on the streets. You are in a prison camp even without being in a prison. Oh, let me say that again. You are in a prison camp already without actually being in a prison. But you suckers, you know what it is? You're worried about what people think about you. You know, every time you get in a conversation with a brother, like in the street, you know he'll ask you, have you ever been up top? That's how low our mental been. That's how low our mentality is. They'll ask you, let's talk about street credibility. If you just see a brother and you see him in the hood or you see him somewhere and y'all both meet each other, he say, hey, brother, you look familiar. Have you ever been on top? Up top is a slang word. Have you ever been up north? Because they accept that and they embrace that in this society that you are a man if you get locked up and you do time. You are a man if you do that. But that's not right according to the scriptures. Philippians 4:1-2. Therefore, my brethren, dearly beloved and longed for, my joy and crown. So stand fast in the Lord, my dearly beloved. Yeah, be a man, man. Your intellectual should be more about you being upstate. Your intellectual should be more about how you had sex with a woman. Okay? Or who you stuck your ride in. Okay? Or how much niggas you knocked out on a block. Okay? So when I say men standing fast, I'm talking about standing fast for righteousness. Thus says the Lord, not Shammai. I'm just a man. And you niggas want to be liked and you want to be loved, but you don't want to embrace the right light, the right love. You want the love and the light from this society and not according to the scriptures. By standing firm, like, hey, you know what? Here's the story real quick. Let me finish Philippians 4. I beseech you in your EU and your odious, and beseech Syntachi, that they be of the same mind of the Lord. Right? So we should be in the same mind of the Lord, treating each other right. Okay, that's it on that. I just wanted to hit you on that. Galatians 5:1. Galatians 5:1. Stand fast, therefore, in the liberty wherewith Christ have made us free, and be not entangled again with the yoke of bondage. Right. You're being entangled again by the yoke of bondage by not standing up for what's right according to the Lord, which is righteousness. You brothers, man, you don't let people treat your brothers and sisters causing this. You don't let, if it's a symbol, messed up on my slip of the tongue. Siblings, brothers and sisters coming together. Okay, I'm talking about within the body, and I'm also talking about your family members. If anybody that's trying to say you're a favorite here, or you come here and you come there, okay? Or you come here and you don't come. You know what I'm saying? But I just want you to come up to the house. I want you to stay here. I'll invite you, but I won't invite the rest of them. You know what that's causing? Read a book called A Willie Lynch Letter. That's called Divide and Conquer. And that's what they've been doing on our people for the beginning of time. That's why people's mind is messed up. See, that's how you trap you capture somebody in a bullshit. Because see, if they free and they talking about upright things, they have nothing to hide. So why not everybody can come and eat off the same table? But when you want to keep one person say, oh, y'all three come here, I got something to tell you. But don't let him know. Why not? If you got something to say, you need to say it in front of everybody. Okay? Now, when you're trying to bring a family together that's distorted, just like we trying to bring the family together, the nation of Israel, okay? We trying to bring them together under the umbrella of Yahweh Shem Yahweh through the word, right? Now we know many is not going to listen to it, but still, we calling all our people as a whole, the elect out of Israel first and foremost. And those who listen, they're going to be of what? One accord, on one accord of one mind. Okay? They're not going to try to be, they're not going to try to cause they're not going to try to cause this dissension between the camp. They're not going to try to do that. Okay? You're going to try to build that body up. If you got a problem with one brother or something like that, you put it on the front line. That's what the scriptures say. And you're supposed to be a leader and a warrior and a man or whoever, a leader, okay? Or a big brother or whoever, whatever status you claim to be, you should start acting like that. I'm like, no, that's not right. That's part of standing up and being a man, man. Okay? Righteousness and justice according to the Lord, not according to man, is not being a respecter of person. Knowing you see something and it's not right, but you won't say nothing about it. You're in the back hiding on your phone, whispering. Instead of saying, hey, ain't no problem with that. You know, no, everything is cool. You're trying to be loved and liked. Okay? That's not a definition of a man. Read it again. For Galatians 5:1. Stand fast, therefore, in the liberty wherewith Yahushua, it says Christ, have made us free. Because we free, we don't have to act. We don't have to have lockjaws and continue on putting that smile on, that fake smile. And you know you want to tell this person off. You know you want to check this person. Okay? And when I say turn a person off and check them, you don't have to use cursing and you ain't gotta you don't have to act like a nigga by doing it. Okay? You can use intellect. You can be intellectual and choose your words, choice words, and still check somebody in righteousness. Everybody talk about everybody, you know what it is? Especially with Israel, they want titles. They want these titles. They want to be called this great man and all that other stuff. But when it's time to walk that walk, they find out it's too difficult. When it's time that they might have people that they love that they might turn against them, they don't want to do that. God rest in peace, man. You know what I'm saying? But my dad, man, before he passed away, right? Here's a little story. I was a Jehovah's Witness, right? Let me just show you how people is, man. And I love my dad. You know what I'm saying? My dad was to me was a upstanding guy as far as how he treated me. on certain things. We had our disagreements and stuff like that, but my dad always took me wherever he went when I was into different shelters and going to different things in my life. My dad was there at that particular time, and my dad had multiple homes because he would be with this woman and that woman, but he did come back and always get me. And I was in the time when he would come and get me, I was in bad situations, not eating, almost being put in shelters, and he was there. I'll give him that. But as the years go along, right, I found out the whole family was a Jehovah's Witness. And me and my wife, we was going to the whore. You know what I'm saying? My ex-wife, we was going to the whore at first too. Then when I got remarried, my new wife and us, we was going to the whore and stuff like that. Because at that time, that's what we really knew, man. And we thought that, we got a zeal, but not according to knowledge, what the scriptures say. But the point that I'm trying to make is that as long as I was going to that whore, everything was on one accord. Now keep in mind, it's like 7 of us are siblings. There's 7 of us. Yeah, 7 brothers and sisters of us, okay? All together as a whole, right? And one, God rest in peace, God bless the dead, one of our other brothers died, which is Keith. Okay, he passed away. All right, now, you got one brother that's a so-called Muslim. Okay, you got all my other brothers and sisters that one is not a Muslim. They all into different denominations. Okay, they're doing different things, but at the end of the day, we would all come, and we agree. Sit down and have a good table with them at the table and have what's up, Dad, and kick it. Now, one day when I found out about this truth, right? Now, remember, my dad was my road dog, man. My dad was my road dog, okay? He was like, oh, man, like, be a man, man. And I give him that respect for being that part of in my life for that, to show me certain things. And I give him that, okay? Because I know a lot of brothers don't even have their pops or they won't even know their father. So I don't take that for granted. So when I started finding out about this truth that I'm an Israelite, my identity, you know what I'm saying? That Yahushua was, black, coming for our people, and that all the great good news that this Bible contains for us. And I started telling everybody else about it. So I told my father, I said, look, Dad, man, I'm not going to the hall no more, man. This ain't for me no more. I can't do that. You know what my dad said? Now, remember I told you that none of our brothers and sisters is like locked into that. We all had different walks of life. At that time, I was the only one in that. All right? My father told me, he said, yo, I never want to speak to you again. If you get into that, I don't want to be part of you again. I don't call me or nothing like that. And I was so devastated. I was so hurt. Remember, I'm reading the scripture, stand fast, right? So I was so devastated. I was so hurt, man. I was like, damn. We on the phone talking to each other. I was like, damn, this is my dad, man. Right? So when he said that, I said, well, Dad, you got to do what you got to do. No cursing, no disrespect, or anything like that. I said, Dad, you got to do what you got to do. If you're going to try to get rid of me and say that, since you're going to be an Israelite and you're not coming to the hall no more, you're going to get rid of me, then you have to get rid of almost all your kids, because none of your kids is in the hall. Okay? None of your kids is walking, even the kids that was living with you at that time. Okay, I had a brother that's living with them. The last baby brother was living with them. You know what I'm saying? He wound up not serving that either. Doing his own path too. But my father particularly told me that I was not allowed to come and don't say nothing to him. And I said, Dad, well, you're going to have to do what you're going to have to do. Because I had to stand fast for the Lord and make the truth my own. It didn't matter how close me and my dad was, but I couldn't, who's more closer? Who should I love more? Who should I have more feeling for? The father of spirits or just a man that's going to die like me? That's how deep that is. And a lot of you niggas say, yeah, that and that, but you won't do it when your back is against the wall. About a year and a half, my father didn't talk to me, but eventually we started talking again. And I stood in my lot. 1 Corinthians 16:13. Watch ye, stand fast in the faith. Stand fast in the faith. Do y'all know what that means, man? Just like the example I gave you, stand fast in the faith. Okay? And you're going to get enemies. You're going to lose loved ones. Your back is going against the wall. Your mama might not even want to talk to you. Okay? Your wife might leave you. Okay? All this tough talk that you standing, a lot of you brothers be falling because you scared. You don't want to be alone. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to you don't want to lose your beautiful wife that caress you that tonight in the night, that kisses you all over, caress your body, or y'all might have a good living status. You don't want to let that go. But the scriptures say, stand fast. Quit you like men. Be strong. Okay? And that's what we have to do. That's what we should be doing. That's all, man. I just feel like a lot of people talk the talk, but they don't really walk the walk. And I ain't sitting here saying that I'm super perfect, but I know that there's been times there's been certain challenges, and that was one of my biggest challenges. And I might go through more, but through the Spirit, the Lord had me stay strong on that because that's how much I believed in the Lord. The Lord gave me faith on Him. And remember, that's my road dog, my dad, man. Even though he passed away, he rested in peace, but that was my road dog, okay? I got friends, right? I had a friend, right? Now, some of them, before they got married, they was not with no white girl or anything like that. But then, when they got married to a white girl, they started wind up or start wind up liking a white girl. They started becoming an enemy towards me. What kind of shit is this, man? Somebody tell me, what is this? Now, before they started even dating this white girl, they knew what I was into about, I don't know, you shouldn't deal with no white girl, how I felt about that, you should deal with your own kind of women. It was cool then, but then these niggas want to fall in love with the same white girl. They become an enemy with me. So we go to the thing, I go to a cookout, one of the brothers said, look, just because she's an Edomite, the scriptures say, be peaceful with all men if possible. Did I not do that? When I seen her, you know what I'm saying? I gave respect to her because that's his love. I'm his friend, not her friend. But I show respect on that term because that's somebody he cares about. All right? But he felt uncomfortable in his skin and he had to say, yo, you don't need the front right now because she already knows. Like, what the fuck? I mean, excuse my language, man. And fuck is fornication under the sin, under the king. That's all that means. It's not, such a bad word like the Westerns try to use when you look up words. Why you gonna turn on me, bro? Why are you doing that towards me? Now keep in mind, I told you all my siblings, none of them was a Jehovah's Witness. But he chose to tell me that he ain't messing with me. So just imagine on the days if they got together, they all was together. But I couldn't come because I wasn't a Jehovah's Witness. And none of them was either. Oh, I'm out of here. Can somebody tell me what's going on with that? I'm still pushing. Then it says, 1 Timothy 6:12. Fight the good fight of faith. We're going to constantly be fighting the good fight of faith. We got to fight for this, man. Lay hold on eternal life, whereunto thou art also called, and has professed a good profession before men and witness. Stand in your lot, man. Stand strong. Do the best you can. Pray on the Lord. Let's about to get deeper now. Look, I'm at the point of this, man. I ain't gonna get into it. We even having maybe some different things that we might be going through, like in our own body. But I'll tell you one thing. Even if in my own body, in my own camp, you know what I'm saying? Let's just say, I'm not going to have other men teach me. What I mean by that, if we in one body, we got to work out our own solutions, okay, to be greater men. You know what I'm saying? To be better prophets, to do the Lord's will, okay? This is for the Lord, man. This ain't for anything else, man. Advertising ourselves. Matthew 24:13, man. Matthew 24:13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Yeah, man. You're going to have enemies, man, in this, man. Then they see some of your videos, and then the people start like, oh, yo, he's racist because I'm for my people. You know what I'm saying? Anytime that I feel like I'm trying to bring, the good news is to wake our people up and let them know how special they are. And no, I'm not talking about everybody else, other nationalities. I have the right to feel the way I feel. Okay? I got my own right to feel and my own opinion. I know how to think for my damn self. Okay? And the scriptures shows that Christ came for our people. Okay? This whole book is about that. Romans chapter 9. Matthew 15:24. Okay? That multitude in Revelation chapter 7. Verse 1 to 4, and then jump to verse 9. First Ezra chapter 2, verse 38. No, Second Ezra chapter 2, verse 38. And then Second Ezra 3. Okay? That's Israel. So now I see something that's great. I see something that's benefiting me and showing me who I am. Something that I'm proud of. Okay? And now everybody want to come against me because they are blind to the fact. Or they were programmed that why would the God love one people above the rest of the people? Okay, why would he do that? Because he loved Israel. Israel was the apple of his eye. Okay, that's why. When you try to tell these people, our people, that they bugged out, they don't know what's going on, man. Let me give you James. I got 2 more scriptures and I'm gonna close out. This is just random thoughts, man. Just kicking it with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Want to share my thoughts on different things, and you got it in the recording, man. You know, brothers started, and another thing, brothers started coming out with the show. They had a nice little radio show. The show was good. Brothers sitting there chopping up scriptures. You know, they building on different things. You know, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, brothers ain't doing the show no more. This one don't get along with this one, or that one and that one. What the hell's going on? You know? That means somebody's not taking a stand of being humble, and somebody's trying to be overzealous. Okay? And what it majorly means is that we're failing as a people once again. We have something good and we can't stick to it. James 1:12. Blessed is the man that endure temptation. Right, we're going to be going through temptation. We're going to be the gold tried in the fire. Okay? We have to walk that straight gate. And it's not going to be comfortable. And we got people that's not going to like us. We're going to have enemies. We're going to have the job trying to say, oh, why you don't do this? It don't matter about all that. You do what you got to do and stay strong. You got brothers in the camp or teachers in the camp, you know what I'm saying, that you respect on a certain on a certain level, but at the same time, okay, they not right on certain things. Okay? And then when you come to ask them about it, like the rape, like the prostitutes and stuff like that, they won't answer that. But they'll challenge Vocab Malone, you know, lightweight people, okay? But they won't challenge and debate the brothers that's within the body, that was once part of their body, with decency and order, okay? But we'll waste our time challenging the damn Christian coon, but we won't challenge each other about, oh, the brothers that was within the camp, A good debate. And let Yahweh be the judge, the referee, the referee of the matter. Okay? And did everything be done in decently in order. For when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life. Don't let nobody take that crown of life from you, brothers and sisters. Walk the straight gate. Okay? Walk the straight gate. Which the Lord have promised to them that love him. If you love the Lord, you're going to walk that straight gate. And that straight gate is rough, boy. It's rough. It's stormy. Earthquakes, tornadoes, thunderstorms. Okay? Volcano eruptions. And pray to the Lord and believe and ask him for that faith. He'll get you through it at the end of the day if you're elect, if you've been called. You could be called, but if you've been chosen. James 5 and 8. Wait a minute. My bad. James 2 to 4. James chapter 1, verse 2 to 4. My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations. That's various trials. Whatever you're going through, count it as joy. And that's easier said than done. But remember, man, that too shall pass. That's what I use to get me through the bump or through the obstacles that I'm going through. I say this can't last forever. And I know damn well this wicked system can't last forever. But that's how I use to address my problems and my obstacles while I'm here. All right? Knowing this, that the trying of your faith works patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that you may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. And then it says, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask the Most High. Ask the Most High, he'll give it to you. That give to all men liberally and upbraideth not, and this shall be given to him. That's it. And let me give you Matthew 10:22. Matthew 10:22. And you shall be hated. Here it is. And this is what they don't get. And you shall be hated. Let me see something. Let's start at 20. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaks in you. And verse 21, and the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death. That's what's going to happen in the future, and that's happening right now. Okay? And it's about to get worse. It's about to get worse. Backstabbers. Men that's saying that, I call them coons, because those are the men that, if they all right and they eat, they don't give a fuck about everybody else around them. They just care about what they doing. They good. How could you niggas walk and feel good about yourself? How could you get up every day in the morning and look at yourself in the mirror and think that you okay? Damn. You don't feel no remorse? You getting up every day in the morning, you looking at yourself. And you got the oracles of God. You got the covenants, the promises. You are special people above all people. But you murdering your damn brothers, man. And I'm talking about twofolds, man. I'm talking about twofolds. I'm talking about Israel, our people, and then I'm talking about us inside of our family. How could you do that to your own brothers and sisters, man? And look at yourself in your mirror every morning and say to yourself, you okay. You eating. You being taken care of. You being mourned and you being um comforted in a time of mourning. But your other brothers and sisters is hurting and don't and lost. They're getting through it. But you feel all right within yourself about that. Wow. And you have no remorse, man. That's why I say, are you going to stand up? That's the meaning of being stand up. That's the meaning of being a big brother. That's the meaning of being a leader. It's not time to think about yourself in this, okay? Because yeah, Christ said, when he come, he said, how you said you love me, who you ain't seen? But your brother, this is my favorite quote, but your brother that's in front of you every day that you see, your brothers and sisters, your siblings as well. But you shit on them. As long as you self-gain, as long as you okay. And you don't feel no remorse about that. That's why it says this, man. A coward dies 1,000's death, but a soldier dies one. Stand fast. Brother Shema, let me finish this last part. And you shall be hated. Verse 22. This is Matthew 10:22. And you shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But he that endured to the end shall be saved. That's it, man. I could read the rest of that, but a coward dies 1,000 deaths. Pay attention to that, man. A coward dies 1,000 deaths. Why does a coward dies 1,000 deaths? Not according to the street terminology, according to the scriptures. Why? Because he never was free. He never stood fast in his lot. He's shaky. Okay? He never stood for righteousness and righteous judgment because in his heart, he always wanted to be liked and worried about what people thought of him. That's why a coward dies 1,000 deaths. But a soldier stands firm even under persecution and under distress and under tribulation. He's standing in his lot like a man. That's why he dies one death. Brother Shema Basar. Shalom.